Hey everybody, welcome back to another adventure. This is Outdoors with Unc, and today we're going to be doing some primitive camping in the remote forest of Washington Lake. Washington State. Well, might have to do a take two on that, but we'll see. Brought the big tent with us today. Let's get it set up, and somebody already left a fire here at this campsite, which is a big no-no. But there is a fire going. It's supposed to be really warm, 70, 80 degrees today. Looking forward to that. Let's get this tent set up and take it from there. Alright, we got the tent all set up. A little bit of a struggle. The ground's really hard and I didn't bring my good stakes. So I just kept tackling them. Those cheap stakes they come with just aren't worth the crap. Luckily I had 4 good ones and got the tent up. There she is. Massive. 8-person tent. It's my big boy. And normally I got air mattress, but we decided to switch it up, do something a little different, and I'm totally excited by these. I got cots. I've been talking about getting cots, because every time I come out, the air mattresses go hella flat, and I got some cots. Let's open them up, let's see what we got. It's not supposed to rain, but I might keep the, I might put my rain fly on, just in case. Let's drop you down. We'll see you guys in the tent. Get these cots set up. Alright, so we're in the tent. We already got 4 flies in here already, and I'm not overly excited about this. I am overly excited about these cots, though. It seems like every trip I go on, the air mattress I got goes dead, and I wake up all in some kind of unwanted position. Let's flip you down so you can see what we got. First impression, feels pretty sturdy out of the box, or out of the bag. There is a definite elevation on the head that I don't like. It did come with what they call a mattress It definitely doesn't feel like a mattress. It feels like a heavy quilt, but hopefully that should, that's kind of nice. It's got little straps to help hold it down. It's also got like elastic on the top. Not a big boy, but it feels pretty good. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Unc, bro, where's the dog gonna sleep? Good news for her. I got two. Let's get her set up. And, the sun's coming out. It feels like it's 100, but it's probably, oh, I don't know, getting close to 70 degrees. Setup on these is super simple. They kind of just remind me of a big lawn chair. And I definitely wouldn't call these ultralight. Could I carry it for a couple miles if I had to? Yeah, absolutely. You just push down on the edges, kind of locks it in place. And, there we go. I think we got at least a double bed. I think these are going to be a lot better than that cot or the air mattress. This feels firm. I'm not going to be flopping around or waking up on the floor. As far as comfort goes, we'll tell you how my back feels in the morning. But I do believe this is a big improvement over the air mattress for sure. I'm going to finish setting up a little bit. Fixing to make some lunch, and then maybe we'll check out the lake. For lunch, it's about 1 o'clock. No, I lied, it's only noon. Feels like 1 o'clock. A little bit of a struggle to get the tent up. Got the bed up. I'm excited by these cots. I'm so used to when I sit on it, down on the bed when I'm camping, that air mattress just flops, and this doesn't. This stays firm. I'm stoked about it. Lunch, we're going ultra easy. We got the strawberry spreadable and the Jif creamy. If you eat chunky peanut butter, you are definitely a serial killer. Got some half smashed up bread. We got some Lay's potato chips, orange soda. We're living the dream. You know, it feels like you're out in the middle of nowhere. And then there is a couple other families here with kids. And that's okay. I mean, good for them, you know. I didn't have to walk very far to set up. I mean, my truck's 50 yards that way. And I never camped here before because I was always worried about the walk-in. And I got a ton of gear. But the walk-in was no big deal. I brought my little wagon and got all set up in, well, I struggled with the tent a little bit. I brought some cheap tent stakes, and I regret that decision because all they do is you hit them and then they just bend out. They just fold up and they're terrible. I'm gonna finish making the sandwich, enjoy my lunch, then I might head down, take a look at the lake, and do some fishing. Well, probably not. Probably not do any fishing because it's the middle of the day. And probably wait till this afternoon. Might continue setting up camp a little. Might gather some firewood. I didn't bring any because I just didn't anticipate having a fire. Lunch is pretty simple, but I got something a little more elaborate planned for dinner. Kind kind of looking forward to dinner, and I haven't even finished lunch yet, so I must be hangry. Peanut butter and jelly, string cheese. No, not a string cheese. Pepper jack cheese stick. Difference is string cheese is usually mozzarella. And then we're sticking with that 80s vibe. We got the classic Lay's potato chips. Need to get a little bowl of water out and kibble for the dog. Give her some lunch as well. And then I might lie down and take a nap. Hey, it's about 6:30 and I'm getting hungry. And what do we got? What do we got? These are wild-caught salmon that I got the other day. About 2-3 days. It's time to eat it, though. I don't like leaving it out for more than a couple days. But it's been marinating in a rub in the bag. We'll just throw those bad boys right on there. And we got 2 of them. So, wild-caught salmon steaks on the grill. You know, I could have thrown these over the fire, but the wood I have is kind of like dry rotted. And I'm not trying to get dry rot wood smoke. So, these don't take too long, probably about 20 minutes. I'm going to check them here and let them cook up, and really looking forward to this. I've actually been looking forward to it all day. Who says just because you're out in the middle of nowhere doesn't mean you can't eat good? I didn't bring too many sides. It's just going to be a straight salmon steak. It's already starting to smell amazing. I'm going to let these sear. I'll flip them over, let them cook, and I'll be with you guys shortly. Hey, those steaks should be just about done. I checked them once and flipped them over. And they are sizzling hot. And this is kind of a tricky art. You want to make sure they're not sushi, but you don't want to let them go too long because they'll get real dry. But they smell amazing. I think pre-seasoning them in that bag was absolutely the way to go. Oh boy. And these will continue to cook after you take them off the grill. But I mean, beautiful, beautiful charred coloring. Absolutely outstanding. So we just got those salmon steaks off the grill, and they look absolutely beautiful. I mean, just golden brown. See the grill lines. Been letting it cool off a little bit, hoping to not burn my face hole. Quite a bit of fat. Let's dig in. So much for the boneless, but those were the fillets. Hard to beat fresh caught salmon. I think letting it marinate in that bag was a pretty good idea. What do you think, Gru? She approves. Campground kind of cleared out. There was a couple people, 2 families, but they're heading home. They've been here for a couple days, and they decided enough is enough, so it leaves me alone. Which is interesting. You know, I definitely feel like I'm in a fairly remote location. Not too far from a Forest Service road. I originally thought I was at Snag Lake, but it turns out there's two lakes next to each other, one being Snag and one being Western Lake. That fish is good. Sorry I'm talking with a mouthful here, but this fish is absolutely stellar. I should have brought some asparagus or something, but I didn't, so here we are. And if you're wondering why, I already explained why I didn't cook it over the campfire, but yeah, I got the whole place to myself, nobody's around. There is a logging road or a service road, not all that far behind me. And occasionally there's getting some traffic on it. I'd say a car maybe every couple hours or so. Walked around the lake. A couple good spots. I didn't want to really encroach in on anybody else's campground, but they're gone now. I'd moved the tent, but I'm just not going to. And I can't move my fire. My fire's already going. Been going. Abundance of wood. I didn't bring any, but I've just been gathering, which is totally allowed while we're at. Helicopter out in the background. Just sharing this wonderful meal with my best friend. She's out here camping as well, always. Debating if I should put my rain fly on the tent. We're not supposed to get rain, but we're at a pretty high elevation here. We're at about 1,500 feet, and it was straight up to get here. Went from sea level to about 1,500 feet in probably 2-3 miles, so pretty big incline. Had to kick the truck into 4 high, but it's a gravel road. I probably could have done it in 2. I was just wanted an excuse to use the 4-wheel drive, right? I'm gonna finish up my dinner, and then I'm gonna go throw a rooster tail around. I haven't seen any signs of life on the pond. I'm not too optimistic, but the camper lady I just said, or saw, who was packing up and heading out, said they caught a couple little trout, and there's some prize plants in them with like a tracker, or tag, and they're worth $25 a piece, and you know that'd help pay for gas, or maybe I'd just let them go just for the hell of it. But I'm gonna finish my dinner, and then I'll head over to the lake and do some fishing. So it's I don't know, 5:30 or so. A little bit bored. Fire's going, but I got some big logs on. Should be okay. Got the Black Max and a rooster tail. It's not very far from my spot, right behind me. Down through the there's a little trail here. Cuts into campsite number 2. They are labeled, and this one looks like it has water access. If I didn't have my fire going, I think I might move the tent and set up shop here because it's right next to the pond. Looks really shallow though. It's kind of evening-esque. I was thinking it would, I mean, you can see the pond out here behind me now. I mean, there's some little fish, I don't know, something moving around. But it is, there's mosquitoes everywhere, so I'm not too optimistic about that. I think I will make a few casts with this rooster tail and see what I can get. Kind of chilly, not chilly. It's not warm, but it's not chilly. It's probably, I don't know, 65 degrees. Got my favorite rooster tail tied on. Let's, I always like a rooster tail when you're checking out a new pond or a new stream. I know they planted trout, so a rooster tail will get a trout, but if there's anything else in there, there's a good chance that rooster tail will get bit. We'll see how long. Looking out at the pond. Lots of water striders I can hear, kind of in the bushes. I can hear a stream that like must feed this. But I mean, that water is not deep where I'm fishing. Almost lost our rooster tail right away. Doing some weeding. The whole ground is just covered in down leaves. Or not leaves, big old tree branches. I brought one bear. Oop, let's not do that. That's a bad life choice there. Water is crystal clear though. I can see my little inline spinner just spinning. If there was something there, I think they'd bite it. Just kind of scoping out the water. Campground all cleared out, which is nice. It's just me. I got the whole pond to myself, which is fantastic. I don't know if this is the correct approach. I think I might have better luck with my Zebco and a worm. Well, we might do that. We might switch it up here. Might walk around to the other side of the lake, see what we can get there as well. There's a little trail that runs all the way around the whole pond. It's, oh, I don't know, I can't imagine it being much more than half a mile. But, pulling salad. It doesn't bother me, but if I'm pulling salad, that rooster tail's not working. Couple more casts and then we'll move. Making good casts. Looks like we're getting into deep water. Yeah, we're snagging on quite a bit of stuff though. Wide out here, which is nice. Oh, you guys can't even see me. Sorry about that. Let's, don't worry, I can edit that. Trying to keep my line up out of the... Not too worried about these bull reeds right here. I'm worried about this log that's right in front of me. Ooh, thought it was a bite. Turns out it was a stick. We'll make a couple more casts in this area, and then we'll kind of work our way around the pond. I see a couple good spots to fish. We already walked around it once. I should have brought my pole, but I didn't. I think I'm getting out deep enough. It looks, I don't know how deep the pond gets. Yeah, I don't think I'm fishing. I think I'm just snagging weeds. That rooster tail doesn't feel like it's, yeah. Well, I'm going to put you guys away for a second, and I will see you on the other side of the pond. We're, I don't know, on the other side, about a quarter of the way, and there is a little bridge. And it looks like there's a stream back in there through all that down brush. And it looks like this feeds into the pond. Quite a bit of water moving through here, even with all that debris. If I was more adventurous, I'd drop a little worm in that hole and see what I could do. I'm looking for a spot where I can find that water, but it is pretty thick brush. It's not too far till the next spot, but I will put you guys away and I'll see you there. So we made it to the other side of the pond. We were just over there. And this is a pretty open area. You know, the whole point of this was to try my luck on a fly rod and to get out of the house. I mean, not just to fish. I say that, but it was to get out of the house and to try out that fly rod. But up until now, there hasn't been enough room to throw that fly rod. And I'm not overly comfortable with it. Maybe, ooh, this looks pretty fishy. Sun's starting to go down a little bit. Keeping that, it's deeper here. I can't see the bottom. There's some reflections and like a cotton, like a pollen all over the top of the pond. But it's deep enough here where I'm not snagging. I can get that inline working pretty good. I lied. I think I'm pulling grass still. No, not bad. Giving the trees a haircut. Lots of bugs, which usually means there's not a lot of fish. And that's how you F up a fishing trip. Brand new line. I mean, it's just to the spool though. Why should I worry about it? I am going to there ain't no saving that. That's just par for the course, I guess. It's alright. Still a beautiful day. I got the fly rod. I got the Zebco. What are you gonna do? You know, I'm a little proud of myself for not just blurting out obscenities. But, you know, I snagged the tree. Bird nest, I mean, that's shot. That's $15 worth of braid there. Don't have a pair of cutters, so now I gotta figure, it's not braid, it's mono. Now I gotta see if I can get my rooster tail back from the tree. Well, that's a win. I got the rooster tail, so I saved myself $1.27 there. Yeah, right. It's like $2. Thanks, inflation. All right, I gotta head back to camp and grab my other rod. Maybe I'll play with the fly rod tonight, but I'm kind of saving that for the morning. I might try to work on this backlash, but I mean, what's there? Once it's like that, you might as well just kiss it goodbye. Dang. Brand new line. Just got it reeled up for this trip. That's alright. We're still having a good time. Good day to be outside. What else would I be doing? Watching Oprah? Alright. I gotta head back. Grab some gear. I think we're gonna go with the traditional bobber and worm. Maybe some power bait. We got all that back at the truck. I don't think I brought any line. But lucky for me, I'm old and I bring like 20 fishing poles, right? 3 fly, bait caster, and my Lucky Zebco. I think I'm going to go grab the Lucky Zebco, and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Well, we back at the truck now, and I was hoping I could get this untangled, and there is absolutely no shot. I mean, it is a complete cut off. I did manage to save the rooster tail, but this is where we're at on the bait caster, and I knew better than to switch the new line. It's like cursed. I think I got like maybe 20 casts with this before I just snagged that tree and everything all went to crud. But I think we're gonna have to retire that guy. I didn't bring any extra line with me. I just didn't think about it. I got hundreds of lures. You go to a place called Snag Lake. You think you'd remember a bunch of lures, but you know who never lets me down? This guy. And if I'm catching a little trout on a little pole, it feels like a big trout. I got some worms. Got the Zebco. There's a spot right there, and I think I'm gonna give it a try. You know, almost. I don't know what time it is. Who cares? You're in the wilderness. I think I'm gonna go try fishing for 20 minutes or so, and then let the sun go down. Just relax. Nobody's around. I mean, it's great. Like, I'm just kind of all by myself out here in the middle of nowhere. I don't know how many bobbers I brought. This wasn't my intended goal. I still got my fly rod. I think the spot for that's going to be over here as well. I'll just stand kind of in the middle of the road. There's a big culvert that runs through, but let's go see if we can catch some fish. See you at the lake. This is one spot I was thinking I might be able to get the fly rod out. As you can see, it's pretty open. That's the road I came in on. And I'm just kind of down off the bank a little bit. I might be able to get my fly rod out here. I think that's the plan for tomorrow. This part of the lake doesn't look very deep. I can't tell if it's fish turning over or if it's just bugs. But I got my worm, got my night crawler. That's kind of like my Hail Mary. I'm seeing some bubbles, some signs of, I think they're just water striders though. Let's throw the worm, the lucky rod. Let's see what we can do. I don't know how deep it is. I don't know how, my leader is pretty shallow. There's a log just off the camera. I'm about 10 feet from the log. Now there's not a whole lot to do, but sit around and wait for a bite. I should have brought my chair. This is a very slow and rather dull way of fishing, but that's okay. I needed some time to clear my mind, you know. It's always good to be. And I like the fact that nobody's here. I can yell whenever I want to yell. Peanut butter! Nice echo through the hills. That's what's up. No response back. And everybody knows that is the, sorry if you had headphones on. Maybe I'll issue a noise warning. But I want to do more. It's hard for me to just leave that bobber alone. But, and everybody knows if you yell peanut butter, it's the natural call for Bigfoot. So, I mean, I am in the Pacific Northwest. Not too far from Oregon, and Bigfoot's a thing out here. Not my thing, but a thing. I'm going to keep an eye on that bobber. I'll let you guys know if something exciting happens. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. A younger couple in a Subaru just pulled up. Started unloading their tent. They look like they're in their mid-20s. They were here earlier just kind of scoping spots. And I don't mind a little company. It's a big campground. As long as they don't set up right next door. Because after 9 o'clock this turns into Naked and Afraid. Except for I'm not afraid, so it'd just be naked. And I could do two things for my views. It could go way up amongst the LGBTQ community, or it could go way down. But they say all publicity is good publicity. I mean, there's fish just right here, and I think they're fish, but I can't tell if they're fish or bugs, or if they're bugs eating the fish. But I'll let you guys know what's going on. I've been out at about 35 minutes, no bites. I'm going to try moving my bobber up. I don't know how deep the pond is. That Gen Z couple decided they're going to set up camp, and more the merrier. I didn't know Gen Z knew what the forest was, but here they are. If you're Gen X or older, you're probably thinking, what's that millennial doing out in the woods? But I'm going to try to move my bobber, go a little bit higher or lower in the water, see if that makes any difference. Chihuahua's starting to get a little heavy on the shoulder. We got another hour or so. We got lots of daylight left. And not a whole lot else to do. So we're going to keep fishing. Like I said, I don't see huge signs of life on the pond. But I know there's plants in here and I want one. Threw out a pretty good spot next to some stumps, kind of by I think it's a little shallower. It's kind of where all the bugs are hanging out. So I'm either going to get me a water strider or a trout. Let's see what we can do. Well, we made it back, and that was pretty harsh. Backlash the ever-living crap out of that reel. Did it live. Hopefully you guys caught that. Still trying to figure out this pond. No action. I'd say 2 bites, but I've been at this for a while, and fog moved in, and it's cloudy, and I don't have a rain fly on my tent. So the plan is to get the rain fly on the tent, and I don't think, it says 0% chance of rain, but that doesn't mean there's not going to be any participation. We're still right next to the ocean. Waves, or the weather from the ocean moves up, hits these hills, and can stick around. So, well, I don't expect any real rain. I do expect some drizzle, and I think I'll be happier with that rain fly on. I wish I would put it on earlier before I set the tent up. It's going to be a little difficult to do this solo, but the breeze is pretty calm, so let's give it a shot. Well, I didn't want to do it. I was hoping weather was just going to be good. We got the rain fly all set up. The only problem is now there's a layer of pine needles underneath, and it looks like I did just in time because it's not raining, but it's definitely a mist. And I'm glad I got it done just in time. I'm gonna build up my campfire. I'm gonna watch some YouTube because, well, I don't know, it's about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Temperature just dropped. We're probably in the, I don't know, maybe high 60s. No. We're probably in the low 60s. I think we had a high of like 65 today. It's supposed to get down pretty chilly overnight. Probably upper 40s. I think putting that rain fly on was a good deal. I'm going to stoke up my fire and just vibe. Maybe just play some music, or I don't want to make too much noise. We did get another couple move in on the other side of the campground, and I don't want to disturb what they're doing. So I'm just going to kind of lay low, relax by the fire, and have a good time. It's about 9:45. Sun's just started to set. Eerie feeling amongst the woods. Clouds moved in. Roaring fire. So it's about 11 o'clock. Rain came through. Fire burnt down to the coals. Tired. Got my pajamas on. Pretty good day. I wasn't expecting this rain to move in. It's just, I forgot where I live, I guess. But, it's cold. It's, you think you'd be camping summertime in August, and you'd need a fan, and you would anywhere else in the country, but, it's cold. I got a couple good blankets. I brought a sleeping bag, but I opened it up. And I'm just going to kind of lay on top of it. I'm excited to check out these new cots. Hopefully it works out. A little bit of breeze, but it's keeping off the trees are keeping it off pretty well. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. About 5:30 or so. Glad to put that rain fly on. 0% chance of rain. And rain came in around 2 a.m. And it's been raining ever since. Bed is cozy. I am stoked about this cot. I slept great. I want to get up and do some fly fishing. But I don't know if I want to do it in the rain. Thinking about going back to bed. I'm gonna get up and get moving. That's what we got. Well, woke up. Actually ended up going back to bed. And drizzly. Just a rainy morning. Everything's got kind of a damp Pacific Northwest feel to it. Everything smells like campfire. We're definitely camping, It's kind of interesting. I think I'm going to cut the trip short. I was originally planning on 2 days, but I don't have any coffee with me, which isn't the end of the world. I'm learning to live without it. But we got kind of a leak in the tent, and I'm not wet, and I'm not cold. It was really warm. I can't say enough fantastic things about that cot. Big change. You know, it didn't lose pressure. It was firm all night long. And another big thing is it wasn't cold. You know, those air mats on the ground get cold, and a lot of times my back gets cold. But this cot was definitely the way to go. I'm gonna wake up, eat some breakfast, probably load the truck, and then I will do some fly fishing. That's the whole point of being here. I don't really want to do it in the rain, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I drove all the way up here. We're gonna get it. I'm gonna get some breakfast, get moving, and I will be with you guys shortly. Breakfast is done. Turns out I left my gear, just my lure, tackle box, whatever you want to call it, out overnight, and there's a little bit of precipitation in there. Doesn't look like it's overly raining all that hard. I think most of it's just kind of getting caught and filtered through the trees. I'm gonna pack up the truck, grab the fly rod, and there's another lake just over there, a couple miles, and I might go check that out. That's the plan. That's the plan of the day. I'm gonna pack up and get ready to do some fishing. You know, when you start your camping trip, everything's organized and well put together, and by the end of it, you're just kind of stuffing crap in the totes. I hate putting the tent away wet, because that makes it a two-part process. It means I'm going to have to pull everything back out, hang it back up in the garage, let it dry, otherwise it gets moldy. Hate putting things away wet, but what are you going to do? It's the Pacific Northwest, so let's get this tent teared down, and then we'll hit the fly rod. Loaded minus my chair, but I'm fixing to use that in a minute. Just doing a final walkthrough. Two things I like to do every time I'm done camping is check the area for garbage or things that I missed. This particular case, no exception. I forgot a couple tent stakes. And I don't like leaving a bunch of junk behind, you know. They say pack it in, pack it out. Kind of like that big girl you brought home from the bar in the early 2000s. Gotta clean up your mess in the morning, you know? I also like to check the fire. Make sure the fire is completely out. Stir it around with the stick and make sure there's no smokes or signs of life. It is pretty wet, so I'm not overly worried about the fire. It's just a good habit to be into. Alright, I think I'm ready to do some fishing. I've been ready to do some fishing. It almost looks like the weather's going to clear out a little bit, which would be nice if it did, but let's head to the rod, or let's head to the truck, grab the rod, and I'll see you guys at the lake. Hey, welcome to the lakeside. Sun is struggling to burn off through these clouds, but it's shaping up to be a pretty nice day. Now that I'm out of those trees, it's a lot less drizzly. I'm going to start out with the boring route. Zero signs of life on the pond. Lots of bugs, but I don't see any trout turning over. I'm gonna throw my bobber out with the Zebco, or the worm. And then I'll start looking into my fly gear. There is a 2-rod endorsement, meaning you can run 2 rods at the same time. However, I don't have that. I don't typically do a lot of freshwater fishing, other than my backyard pond, and when I do, it's usually 1 pole at a time. So I do a fair amount of freshwater fishing. I've just never got the 2-pole endorsement. Not that I'm worried about getting busted out here, but I wasn't worried about getting busted out salmon fishing, and if you know, you know. I already 1 ticket, actually technically, yeah, 1 ticket deep, and I'm not trying to go for doubles, not on the ticket aspect. So let's throw the bobber out, and we'll let that soak for about, oh boy, wouldn't you know it, we successfully hooked our fly rod. Get the bobber out there. Reel that bobber in because we just threw our worm off. Get this struggle bus off of us. Try again. So, the whole point of this trip was because I know there's planted trout out here, and I wanted to give my hand try at this. This is a foreign object to me. I practiced a little bit in my backyard pond before coming out, so I kind of have the basic mechanics of it. And I think I have the basic mechanics of how to use the rod. But this is what I struggle with, is the fly part itself. I took a fly tying course, and they kind of explained it, but I mean, I got, I don't know, 50, 60 of these flies, and I know different ones do different things. You got ones that kind of float on the top, ones that sink down, bugs, migs. Yeah, I know the words, but I don't know what they do or necessarily how to fish them. But they're... And I mean, the hooks on these guys are tiny. Like, this guy's pretty. Like, the one I currently have tied on is kind of whipped from being tossed around. So I think I'm going to tie on, I mean, this guy just looks like hell. I think I'm going to tie on a fresh one. And, I'm going to watch the bobber 20-30 minutes. And then I'll, start playing with the fly rod. I don't have a ton of room. The road's just right there. I'm kind of on the edge of it. I might just stand on the road and cast out. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to tie up this fly rod. Hopefully we get a bite on that bobber, and we'll be back with you guys in a minute. So we got the fly rod all tied up. Got a new little fly on there. I kind of climbed up onto the road so I'd have a little room to work with. Nothing too exciting, and I was told you just gotta go for it. The weight of the line carries the fly out. I tested it. It's definitely, I guess it'd help if I got my eyes straight. It's definitely a sinking fly. Whatever that means, I don't know. I don't know if that's the correct term. But it definitely does sink down. The line floats. It's weighted floating line. And hopefully no trucks come. But we're pretty remote, and I'm not expecting much. Let's got a little bit of line out. You're supposed to hold the excess. And if you're watching this for a tutorial video, go ahead and find somebody who knows what they're doing. I'm just trying to figure it out. I've watched a couple YouTube videos about it. I think I'm casting all of 12 feet. Not bad. My line is horribly tangled. Kind of a slow sinking fly, I guess. I can see it. The water's pretty clear, which is great. We're currently snagged in the tree behind us. And that tree's a long ways away too, probably 10-15 feet up. Got it. Just kind of trying to figure this out, you know? I don't... Definitely not drawing any big old loops, that's for sure. That one was pretty good. That was probably, I don't know, 20-30 feet out there. But I had to have 20-30 feet of line behind me. There's no way I'd be able to use this in the brush. I'm gonna make a couple more casts. We'll see how it goes. I don't see any signs of life on the pond, but shaping up to be a halfway decent morning, which is fantastic. Check it out. There's a river otter. Alright, he just saw me and dove. He's running. Just came out of that big culvert. He just turned over right next to my pole. See where all those bubbles are? Oh, he popped out. He's over there by that stump. He's noisy. Well, that's a two-way sign. It could be good because you know that there's fish around, but the chances are he's gonna get those fish before I do. Such is life. I mean, we're all competing for the same thing, and chances are he's a little better at it than me. Been throwing that fly rod around for, I don't know, 20-30 minutes. I feel absolutely ridiculous, but I think I'm making progress. I think I'm going to have to find somebody to meet up with who actually knows what they're doing. There's a new fly shop not too far from where I live, and I'd like to meet up, maybe go in there and see if I can find out what the hell I'm talking about, because right now I just feel kind of silly. But that's alright. I got my bobber back out. I'm going to keep doing that and give it another, I don't know, hour or two. Might move to the other side of the lake. Wish I wouldn't have tangled my bait caster, but that's how it goes. But I don't see any signs of life on the pond, and I'm making excuses like crazy, but let's get it. Let's get a fish. Well, that felt like an effort and futility. I worked my way around the pond, got snagged up a couple times, and not so much as a nibble. I don't see any signs of life on the pond. I'm not saying there's fish here because I was getting nibbles yesterday, but I definitely need some more work on that fly rod. Been at it about, I don't know, at least 2 and some change, and a little bit of it is I just feel silly. I don't know what I'm doing, and there's a little bit of a learning curve, and it was starting to feel like work. And if you're thinking, well, Unc, you got to put the work in to get the fish, no, I don't. I can just sit my ass in this folding chair. I can throw my bobber out on the water, and I guarantee you I have every bit of chance of getting the fish. I put the work in, it just didn't pay off this time. I'm going to just relax in the chair for a bit, and then I'm going to head out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like. If you want to leave a comment, it'd really help me out. It'd mean a lot to me. We're on the quest to get to 5K subs. I don't know if it'll ever happen. Feels like a slow grind. But it doesn't matter. We're out here. We're outside. And live every day at 7 p.m. for fishing all summer long. If you want to stop by and check us out. This has been Outdoors with Unc. Reminding you, go outside. It's good for your soul. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.